This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome everyone to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on another team from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Oklahoma State's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make a catch.
And this quarterback hasn't been able to find his rhythm on his first 2 throws. 3rd and 10 coming up. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, going up top. He rifles one deep to the left.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. So Arizona's offense will have its first possession of the game. And Jesse, they've got a running back they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. It's been a rough start for these guys. You look down the schedule in the Big 12, there aren't many soft landing spots.
Well, no doubt about it. This team has had some bad breaks early this year in Big 12 play, but they've got to make good things happen, David. They've got to do a better job of executing offensively, defensively, and on special teams, and it's got to start today.
Yeah, finding a way to make those critical plays. Because you know, what do you know in the Big 12? There's always going to be a lot of scoring, right? And they've come up short, but I think as you find yourself throughout the season, you got to realize, I got to build those confidence. I got to make those plays, and once you do it once, and maybe it happens today, you start to build that confidence.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air, it's Fifita. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got him there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Wide receiver comes in motion. Going up top again. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. The Wildcats have their offense in high gear. Here's the give off the left side. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Off the RPO, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Into a massive giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Finds his man. It's Brock. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Just sort of a relentless. On getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Caught in the backfield, it's Brock. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Kearney on the Jets. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, the offense didn't have the result they wanted on that first drive, having to punt, but they're having a lot more success here on the second drive. They're having some balance, and they're getting a rhythm. I think a big part of that is their ability to run the football. Very, very important to them, and doing a nice job on that last play, picking up the first down.
Quickly complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Using his legs, it's Brock. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And it really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Lloyd. Touchdown, Cowboys! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Looking for a man, it's Fafita. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
They'll try it over the left side. Sweet cut there. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
It's unfortunate for this offense, guys. Had they not had the mental errors and mistakes early in the drive, they'd be sitting pretty right now. Even after that long gain on the running play, they've still got 4th down.
Arizona runs out the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there. They used him 3 times in that loss last week. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Takes the handoff. It's Brock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He breaks a tackle. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Pulls and fires complete. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ford. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down. Got his man on the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And the Cowboys have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Cowboys! Great job by the back on the option.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Pulled and fired complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. To the air. It's Fafita. Fierce under pressure. Back open in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hudson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Fires to the big fella. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Burnett. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. To the air. It's Fafita. It's complete on the right side. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Oklahoma State.
Just a precious few ticks remaining. This likely the final play of the first half. It's 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Now adjusting. Quarterback on the move, still looking. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it on the outside. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. the offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
He's not going to have enough for the first down. Had to get it to the 35, and now a tricky fourth down decision coming. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Tight end now in motion. Trying to keep this drive alive. And he was able to run through. And they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision there.
Yeah, and I really don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like me to get inches, and I'm going for it, especially when you're inside of the field where you long field goal or maybe just punt the ball. Nah, go for it.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. Nestled just inside that right upright. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's... that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do it. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. Makes a man miss. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The RPO, it's complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Might be changing the route. To the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Using his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, out of space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And you gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
And the Cowboys getting set on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Brock. Got some room in to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but You get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one up. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Gives it on the option. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll run the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. All kinds of room to the right. Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Makes the catch. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
And in this situation, Wade, when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
To the air on first down. Throws to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. That's reeled in. It's Patterson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Right down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
At the 35, he's loose. Flying out to the left. It's a seam wide open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading.
There he goes. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the air, it's Fafita. Snagged out of the air. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. The Wildcats racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Burnett. They stop him short and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll heave it deep. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown! Cats. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Wide open spaces. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Cowboys can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. The sure hands, it's Brock. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. And he gets enough to move the chains and then slides to a stop. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. The run to the right. Running into the open space. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last two plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Converts on fourth down, still going. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give on the option. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past.